If you want to use a Roland Bk7 in studio environment and you want to record your performing in separate MIDI channels, like MIDI recording, your live performing, then you have to do some settings in Roland Bk7, and that is a little bit complicated to do. But in this video, I will show you what do you have to do if you want to have that kind of connection, if you want to use the Roland in studio. First, you have to install driver. When you install MIDI driver for Roland Bk7, you will connect Roland with cable, USB cable. Actually, during installation of the driver, you will connect Roland Bk7 and you will continue to installation of the driver step by step. First, Roland Bk7 shouldn't be connected at the moment when you are starting installation of the driver. Then after that, it will ask you for Roland and you will connect USB cable. When you connect USB cable, it will continue installation of the driver and your driver is going to be installed. When you have driver, now you have to do some setting in Roland. You have to go to menu. You have to go to MIDI. When you press MIDI, you have to go to edit style parts. In your Roland, it will come with all parts in off position. Everything is going to be off. Transmitting MIDI messages will be off. For each part of the style, you have to put it on. So each part of the style should be on. And you have to choose MIDI channel. Now my MIDI channel, of course, drums are going to be MIDI channel 10. And then bass guitar and other instruments, you have to put proper MIDI channels. I have different channels that are from default mode because I'm using same MIDI channels for Roland, for Yamaha, for example, Genos, for Korg PA5, for Catch on Event. For everybody, I'm using same channels. So, for example, on channel number 5, I want to have bass guitar. Channel number 6, accompaniment 1, then 7, 2, 8, 3, then 11, accompaniment 4, and 12, accompaniment 5. And on channel number 9, I have somebody calls that grooves, somebody calls that percussion, somebody calls that drums again, second drums, something like that. But they are actually grooves, percussion, or second drums, whatever they have name for them. So that is what I have here. Those MIDI channels. And now, in this section, you are able only to transfer messages, but not to receive. Roland Bk7 is not able to receive MIDI messages for styles, for part of the style. Now, if you want to listen whatever you record, I will explain you where you are going to be able to listen that everything. Now, let us go to next part. And next part is going to be that part where we are listening to recording. It is edit song part. Now in song part, we have 16 MIDI channels. In my setting, I have all of those MIDI channels on. In default, it will be on-off. So you have to change and turn to on each MIDI channel. So go to MIDI channel 3. Now it's off. Now you have to put it on. Each MIDI channel should be on. And then receiving is on, and transmitting is on off because you don't need transmitting here because you are transmitting everything from style mode. And local is on off. So that's it, what I have in this part. But channel number 1 is on off. Only channel number 1 is on off because for that channel, I'm using next part, I'm using tone parts. In tone parts section, you can receive information, but you cannot send anything through that section. So that's why many of you will have problem when you want to record something. It will record everything but not solo section, because in this part Roland doesn't have option to send messages, just receive. And in previous part where we have song parse, it is able, but somehow that doesn't work if you are using Roland as arranger. So that's why you have to use trick to be able to record channel number 1 solo section. And that trick is this. You have to go to the end, edit system, and then again to the end, parameters, and again to the end, and there's soft true. In your Roland, it will be on off. You have to put it on piano, not global. If you put it in global, on that channel you will record everything. Put it on piano. When you have it on piano, now your Roland is going to, through all that signal that you are playing from upper 1, 2, or 3, upper 1, 2, and lower, it will go again through that channel number 1, because everything is on channel number 1, and then it will go through that and it will exit to Cubase, and you will be able to record everything whole you're performing. And now your Roland is ready to be used in studio. I did contact Roland and I asked them, can I save whole setting and send it to my friend? And they told, no, it is not possible. On each of those, Roland, you have to do that manually on this way. So I got email from them. I have approval that they told me it is not possible. Because I couldn't find it how I can save whole setting. In most keyboard you can do that, but not here. In this one, no. So that's why you have to do this very complicated setting. There's one thing more that I want to add. If you go to Style in Edit System section and press to Style, in default is on off and channel number 10. You don't want to have that on channel number 10 because there are jumps. Put it on channel number 16 and put it on. And now you will be able to choose styles from external, from Cubase. If you have Cubase template, you will be able to control all styles from Cubase template on Roland. So you don't need Roland anymore. I mean, you can put it on side, and a control, whole control that you need is going to be done from Cubase. You don't need Roland at all. Controlling styles, controlling tempo, start, stop, controlling sounds. So everything, even user section, even a list, performance list, everything you can control through Cubase if you have template. So that I made that template, and you should make template for yourself if you want to have that template, or you can purchase that template from somebody who made that template. Now that's it. You will exit, and go to Save MIDI Set, press right, done. Now your Roland is ready to be used in studio without any problem. Now, if you have some additional problems, those problems could be related only with your setting in Cubase or with your controller that you are using. But it shouldn't be any problem with controller if you are on channel number 1. You need controller just to send from channel number 1 on global. That is global. From channel number 1, you will send, you will use key to play Roland, nothing else. So that means you shouldn't have any problem with controller. But in Cubase, you must make tracks, you must filter them, and you must have same channel numbers that are on Roland. If a bass guitar is a channel number 5 in Roland, it has to be in Cubase bass guitar number 5. Actually, you choose channel, put it on number 5, and write it down, that is bass. And from Cubase, you'll have input and output section you have to put in on Roland Bk7. So that's it about this part. In this video we have setting in Bk7. Maybe in another video we can talk about setting in Cubase, so that it will be more clear to you if you can see that what is happening exactly when we are in Cubase. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day.